Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're at the Temiskaming Art Gallery.
It is so beautiful.
We should have checked and see what the artist's name is.
I think it's...
Hang on, I think I can grab it.
It's a glasswork exhibit here at the art gallery.
Carmen Canin.
Do you want to hold a card?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is so beautiful. There's some amazing glass pieces. If you've never been here before, this is located at City Hall in Hillary, down by the waterfront. And it's like this art gallery within the City Hall. It's a beautiful space, and they have tons of exhibits.
Absolutely, there's always something different. We didn't know what display was going to be here, but we were looking for a place that was artsy and available and
Crafty.
yeah.
To podcast for you guys with our new microphones.
Can you hear the difference?
Let us know in
Yeah.
the comments below. Let us know how
Yeah.
we're doing.
So see these fancy little things, and then
we
there's
both have one.
We got some feedback from the last podcast, and it was my feedback too. We put it on at home one day on the big television, and it sounded so muffled.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear that on my phone.
Right, yeah. On your phone it just sounds
Yeah.
normal. But on my on the computer it's same.
Yeah. So hopefully this sounds better.
Yeah.
We're investing in the tech.
We're investing in the podcast. You want to talk about what? I think we should do a what are you wearing segment
What are
today.
you wearing? So what are you wearing today, Corinne?
I am wearing my finished cardigan. Oh, the Jethro by Tanis Lovely. So here it is.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm very happy with it.
Love it.
I did order some buttons. Bea and I were just talking about this. I don't have any buttons on it right now. It hits just about at the top of my pants and kind of has like a drapey feel. I don't think I'm gonna put buttons on it. I have like waffled this entire time back and forth. Am I gonna put buttons on it or not? And it sits really nicely. It's not flopping open when I walk or move, which I think for me is a big deal. Like it feels like I don't notice that there isn't buttons on it. So I think I'm gonna keep wearing it. I did block it, so it's kind of relaxed a little bit. So there is enough room that if I wanted to, I could put maybe 3 buttons on the bottom. But I think I'm just right now just gonna leave it.
Your thought was an afterthought buttonhole, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's like no buttonholes while you're knitting it, and you can add them in later.
And you can decide how many, what size. My brain just like couldn't handle adding a button in if I didn't know exactly how many and where I want to put them. So on my Ravelry for this, my Ravelry project for this, there is a link to afterthought buttonhole if anybody's interested in how to do them. Cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's very comfortable. I love these sleeves. 10 out of 10 would recommend doing a straight sleeve and then decreasing everything at the cuff. It was so simple. Yeah. And I think the way it looks is really nice. Like it's not huge on me in any spot.
Not at all.
But it fits really well. And it's like there's a little bit of ease, but it's not like big or huge.
After blocking, the yarn has the prettiest bloom on it. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
It's softer. It's a little less like toothy, I would say. And it definitely has a nice bloom to it, but not like maybe a little bit of a halo.
Yeah.
Like a little like
Can you see that? It's so pretty.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and everything's just kind of relaxed a little bit, and it fits me so well. Like it feels like it fits really well. So yeah.
So you were commenting that you wish the pattern had given you a little bit more feedback on the length.
Yes, because for me, I am a 5'2", as we talked about this last podcast, shorter woman, and it is not long at all. And I added, what would you say, 2 inches? To the button bit, like at the bottom for the button bit, ribbing. But yeah, I wish if I was to knit it again, I would either add another row of squares or go up the size so that it's really oversized. Like if I had gone up a size, it would have been really oversized, and I definitely would have added buttons at that point.
Which would be a totally different look from the whole sweater.
Totally, yeah. And it would have gave me a lot more length. If you are a taller than petite woman, I would say you should go to the next size up, not for bust width, but for the length and the cardigan. Yeah, because it's set by the squares, the size of the squares.
That's the challenge when you're doing anything with granny squares, right? There's no, this is your size.
Yeah. So you really have like, either you're making a bigger square with an extra round on it, or you're adding more squares to it. So, and I did see a few comments about it being cropped after after the fact, but not anywhere in the pattern did it denote that it was going to be short.
So unless you go digging around and reading all the comments,
On Ravelry.
you don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a thing if you are looking to knit it again or crochet it. So yeah, I'm very happy overall though with my finished project.
It looks great, and you're gonna wear the heck out of it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw it on top of my dresses or throw it on my jumpsuit, and feel like I have something that can always just toss on. I think that's really really the overall goal, was something that I could toss on. So
Awesome.
and I'm super happy with the beads on the inside. They just
You know what? They're not there.
you can't feel them. I can't feel them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they're perfect. They were really the perfect addition. So,
Somebody down the road someday will be like, why is this sweater have
so
beads all
many
over it?
beads on
And
it?
they're all different. Like, I can totally see somebody going down. I love seeing old pieces, like vintage pieces and stuff, and you think that your piece is going to end up as one of those vintage pieces eventually. It's like, why would this person do this?
that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes to my kids. My kids know. I hope the letters are there. Yeah. Future. It's funny to think about your project in that longer term.
Yeah.
I'm making this and it's for me right now, but what is it going to be in
Yeah, you're not going to wear it forever.
40 or 50 years, right? Yeah, maybe I will though.
Maybe you will. This is
Maybe
going to be
I'll
your
married in this
This is
sweater.
going to be your little old lady sweater.
Happily so. Tell me more about this though.
I'm wearing Veronica.
I
It's
love
the
it.
poncho style out of Trailhead Yarns.
Yes.
Love it.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Except for this.
Yes.
Can I do this without punching you?
Yes.
See how the ribbing, it's a cotton linen blend and in the one yarn and the other one's a tencel, so it doesn't have a lot of memory or bounce.
Yeah.
And see how these ribbing is bagging out around my elbows?
Almost like belling a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where she bends her.
Honestly, the collar's doing it a little bit too, like it's a little too loose. But I can live with that. Like, that's not bad. It'll bounce back when I wash it, but this is kind of driving me crazy.
Yeah.
So we were discussing this before we hit play. So it's picked up stitches here and then just ribbed. I don't have a lot of yarn, but I have a little bit of yarn.
Yeah.
So what I could do is take the rib off and then grab those stitches again and then put a little bit of plain stockinette and then put the rib back on.
Yeah, I think, and you can weigh it out.
Yeah.
And 50-50 it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
I mean, I'm going to be able to get an inch or two out of it, but I think it's worthwhile because this is like 2 wears and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you made the stockinette a little bit longer and made the rib slightly less once it's past your elbow, maybe it'll hold it there past the joint a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like it's folding as I fold, and then when my arm comes down, it's still there.
Yeah.
Driving me crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
And we make our own clothes for this reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can change it. Will I do it?
I hope
Time
so.
will tell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Talking about making our own clothes, this is like a perfect segue.
There we go.
Can we see the other finished object?
So Karina inspired me to do some sewing.
Oh my gosh. You
This
guys.
cute little coat is an anorak,
Yep.
which I don't know the root of this. So this is here. You know what I'm going to do?
Yes.
Little frig back.
Oh,
Look
there
at
it
this.
is.
So this is made out of an old quilt. Found at a secondhand store.
I love it. I love the colors. I
It's
love
fun. It's
the
cheery.
design. It's very cheery. I think
Yeah.
that's.
Who's the pattern by?
That's a great question.
You.
Pop something.
Yeah. Pop seam pop.
I could look them up. I'll link it down below.
Yeah, that's a good
Anorak
idea.
pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavily modified.
Yes.
Yeah. So the jacket is supposed to be lined, but I was using a quilt with this super fun. This is the backing of the quilt in this bright sunny yellow,
so
right?
beautiful.
And it's a very old, very thin quilt.
It's like 2 layers. Of
Yeah,
thin.
really. There's the odd chunk of batting left.
Uh-huh.
Whatever was in my pocket just fell out. So what I did was I only cut it in a single layer, and a day like today, I think it's 8 or 10 degrees in.
Yeah.
It's like a heavy shirt kind of layer.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. So what I did to do it like that is I bound all the seams on the inside. I used, this is actually the original binding from the quilt.
Oh, that's fun.
And then I added a little bit of my own because I didn't love this color, so mostly I did that where it doesn't show.
I like the color.
It's a fun color. I love
Yeah.
this yarn, but there's no purple in the print.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, so it's all on
a little bit down here.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. So it's all on the inside.
So pretty.
And then I used the zipper to bind the front edge.
Oh,
Like this, the seam allowance is actually to the outside underneath the zipper tape. I just grabbed it in underneath there.
Yep.
And there was something else I changed.
Oh, you put a side zipper in.
Oh yeah, I put in a side zipper.
Shorten the arms.
Yeah. Yeah, I always gotta shorten the arms. So yeah, the side seam, I just added the zipper because there's no give to this.
Yeah.
I do not want to take this off or on camera because I look like a toddler trying to get in there with a swimsuit. Like, it's super comfy once it's on, but it's, so that helps a lot. And yeah, the sleeves are a little bit shorter. I shortened the sleeves, but it didn't shorten the body.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Love it.
I love it.
It was totally fun. It was like a fun 2-day project, 1 day cutting, 1 day sewing.
Yeah.
And,
pardon me, sorry, you're gonna get that really loudly.
oh, yeah, bye.
I should have been this way. Sorry.
We'll get used to them. Yeah, super fun project. This was totally like you had this pattern and I was like, I wanted one of these quilt coats and I've had this quilt for a while, but I didn't want it. There was that whole thing like in the 80s or in the 90s where everybody was making these big sort of cocoon coats out of quilts.
Yes.
And I just feel like they're so dated looking and I didn't want that look. So how could I do this without it? Like, I see so many people on social media wearing old quilts and stuff, and then it's hard to pull them off and still not look like, oh, I make my own clothes.
Yeah.
You make your own clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yes. And that's what that gives, I think, to me.
For me, I never want to somebody look at me and go, oh, you make your own clothes. No, they'll be like, oh my God, that looks great. And when they find out you make it, they're like, no way, you made that? That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a line.
There's a line there. Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tone. There's a tone. So I managed to sew something and get something done. And you know what?
I think it looks great.
I love it. And he's washed already because I leaned over something and the front's all dirty. But I didn't make myself make it perfect. You know, like there's some little puckers in the binding. It's not like museum quality sewing, and I'm like, I don't care, keep going.
Yeah.
And I have a coat and I'm wearing it, so
I think that sometimes we need to remove that pressure off of ourselves to make sure something is perfect versus like just make something so that you feel good, make something and enjoy the process of making it. And
absolutely.
If for whatever reason you have to take something apart, you have to take it apart, but also you can just enjoy the process.
Exactly. And I'm not doing this for anybody else. Nobody else is going to look at the seams on the inside. That's the closest anybody's ever going to see them was what I just flashed at you.
Yeah.
So they're done. And it's secure and it's solid and it's wearable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's shocking when you look at extant examples of historical clothes, how badly they're sold. You know, like you flip things out and you're like, oh my God, like the seam allowances are all crooked and things are wonky and not, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them.
They were a wearable garment for somebody at some point. And I think that that's the other thing that,
exactly.
You get to wear it, enjoy it, and it's special for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll have to, I don't know, I think I'm just going to recycle the rest of the quilt. There's like a few flowers left, but like they're threadbare. Like I cut around some of the flowers, some of the quilts, the prints just rotted. They're just gone.
Yeah.
Like the poor thing was not usable in the state it was in. So what do you got over there?
I finished the hat. Okay, it's like just finished it today. The ends aren't moving it. But these little bonnets are my favorite bonnet to make. This is orange octopus, and I'm making some for my niece and nephew, and they're gonna match.
No.
This is the other half of the ball, and this. So Paula dyed it so that this side is the darkest, then it goes a little bit lighter, and then this one's going to be even lighter than this one. So I think it'll be cute. They'll like gradiate. The baby's hats will gradiate. Anyways, I finished one today. I had made it.
This is called what? The Beloved?
Yes.
Yeah. We've taken over a public space. Oh, okay, sure. No problem. Sorry. Okay.
This is the Beloved hat.
Okay.
And by Team Canyon. Love their patterns. This will be my third or fourth one making, and I'd make 5 more. I love them.
Yeah.
They're super simple. It's a really enjoyable knit, and my brain just kind of shuts off making them, so that's nice.
And they just fit the baby, you said.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe how well they fit. Like I every time I put it on my daughter's head, I'm like, oh, this actually just really just fits. The baby. It's like it's intended to be worn my child. So, anyways.
I love a little toque, but they just slide around, like, and they're over their eyes constantly.
This thing and move.
Good.
Because it's got short row shaping. My husband does have a tendency of putting the short row shaping on her forehead, and then I'm like, her hat's on backwards. I need to do like a little like stitch at the bottom or something so that it knows it's just the bottom. But yeah, it's very clear that like this is designed to the wrap around the back of the baby's head, and that's really nice. So it does fit nice and snugly, and the ties are great. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, so I finished that, and yeah, I don't think I want to talk about the other thing.
Okay, but one more finished object.
It's a finished object.
It's a finished object. I finished
socks. They're so
fun?
beautiful.
Yeah, love them. Love them, love them. So if you're looking for this pattern, it's the toe up to it once.
I love these. They turned out
They're
great.
cute, right?
I love them.
This fun striping yarn is by the yarn therapist. And it came with the matching gray mini for the toes and the heels and the rib.
And how do they fit?
Perfectly. I made them for me.
No notes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, no notes. They just work.
They're so good.
Yeah, so I did not adjust for the skinny stripes at the
Yeah.
instep.
And you know what?
It's not that obvious, right?
Didn't even.
Yeah, see, I was okay with that. Karina was like, when we were on the last podcast, she's like, I wouldn't be okay with those skinny stripes.
Yeah.
But you know what? These stripes are not identical all the way up.
Oh, they aren't.
No,
guess
like,
not.
I mean,
like
really-
even the pink one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the pink one compared to the other pink one.
They've got a wee bit of
Yeah.
wobble to them, and I'm fine with that. They're hand dyed. They're lovely.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah.
They turned out great.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks so much for having us to Temiskaming
Thanks.
Art Gallery. And I hope you guys have a great week and
Yeah.
weeks ahead. Yes.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.